So, struffoli, we're gonna make struffoli. This is the mound of those fried little doughs that then have the sprinkle on top, and they're always on an Italian table for the holidays. They're really easy to make. Flour, this is the dough, very simple. A little bit of sugar, a bit of cinnamon, a little bit of salt. We'll give this just a whirl. Then we'll whisk some eggs. A little bit of vanilla just to give it a flavor. A little bit of butter. So let's get just a little bit of water. The dough is a rather dry dough, so when you fry it, it's almost between a cake and a bread almost. A little bit of orange and lemon peel for flavor. One whirl, one more whirl. You see it looks a little crumbly, but we will just pull it all together. Just perfect to fry. And when it fries, it just puffs up a little bit because of the eggs. So that's ready to go. Fry them in vegetable oil. And here we'll make the sauce. And the sauce is honey. Lots of honey. You can see how this is a very basic dessert. You know, what they had. Wheat, flour, yes and no sugar, and honey. So the sugar and a little bit of water. And usually these kind of desserts, they're simple, but they also keep a while, you know, because during the holidays, people visited from home to home, and you always had to have something in the house, something to offer, because to enter an Italian home and not being offered anything, it just doesn't exist. It's not an Italian home. So especially during the holidays. Okay, so the dough is together. You wrap it in cellophane paper and you let it rest for an hour. And the dough will relax and you'll be ready to form your little struffolis. I have one here that's been rested. And we'll get right into making struffoli. So struffoli, just like that, little one. You roll them into all kinds of sizes, whatever. Just, I guess, it's wise to make them the same size so they fry at the same timing. So you make one batch, we'll put it to fry, and while the batch is frying, you make your next batch, and so on down the line. Okay. And you do want the oil hot, but you want them to cook inside as well. So once they're in there, the oil temperature will go down, but make sure that it's not overly hot. You can actually hear them when they're done. There's a dryness to it. There's a clink to it. And that tells you they're done. They don't really absorb all that much fat or oil, but always it's a good idea to drain them a little bit before we put them in the syrup. The honey is boiling. Let it boil for a few minutes. I'll clean up, and then we'll just dunk them in there and coat them. So the struffoli, get them nice and coated with honey. Just like that. And then you just fish them out. All you want is for them to be coated with the honey. And then you just pile them up. And of course, the traditional is the sprinklers, but If you're not into sprinklers, you can put chopped nuts in here, but you do wait a little bit until they cool off so that whatever you're putting the sprinklers do not melt. And of course, the idea is here that piles up so it looks like a Christmas tree. Okay, one more to the top. Okay. Shall we? Kids like them, and everybody expects them. So let's put some all over the place. Now I'm gonna take one. I'm just gonna kind of dip it a little bit, and I'm gonna taste it for you. It's good. It's still warm, so it's a little soft. It's really great when it stands and kind of gets crunchy. But now I have to take it to the table. I can't eat this by myself, and they're waiting. And so I want you to come with me and let's deliver it together. Tutti a tavola a mangiare, andiamo.